Hello everyone, I'm the Viking General and welcome to the 5th episode already of this Let's Play campaign series where we're playing as the Date clan. It seems like these episodes are flying by for me, but hopefully it will be a little bit of the same for you guys. Anyway, last time we crushed the rebels in Uzan. We did take some pretty big losses during that fight, however. We even lost a unit of experienced Yari Ashigaru, so hopefully we'll be able to replace them a little bit, or get a little bit of replacements going. Luckily, this province will give them a bit more morale, because right now we are going to build up to be able to take down Miyagi. Both for their iron, and also because it's a pretty rich province. You can see it's 2,500 Gokus, although it used to be higher, but the for some reason the reason isn't that far-fetched, but the AI doesn't have any growth bonuses to it, so it's not growing as fast as our other provinces. But hopefully we'll be able to take it over, destroy the Yari and the Yari Drill Yard and Sword School, and get our market and sake den in. Market also just to get an Metsuke going, and place that one into this province as well. In the meantime, let's have our navy retreat, because we will have, as soon as we declare on the Hatakeyama, we also be at war with the Honma. And that being said, let's also recruit another Bokobaya. So we have a bit of a navy. We might actually have a chance to defeat their navy when they're coming around to naval invade us. Hopefully that won't happen. Right, end the turn. Hopefully nothing too big happens. Alright, that is pretty unfortunate. Hopefully we'll be able to retreat far enough away. Yeah, we will. Alright, that's very nice. I completely forgot about the USAG Navy there. Right. So I believe that would give us a little bit more tax. Check. Oh no, it reduces upkeep costs for all armies and navies, which is also, it's basically the same. It gives a lot more income. We're starting to work on equal fields, so we'll be able to upgrade our farms to generate more food. Now let's get this navy back. You know, they have a pretty damaged Bokobaya fully intact one, and a medium boon. That's what it's called. So let's gather up all the troops. Prepare for a strike against Miyagi. Let's get one more. Yeah, that's not going to help a lot. We will be able to try and demoralize it. It costs nothing, and if it works, it gives a little bit of experience. Let's see our ninja. Let's go for it. Ooh, successful. I actually have more chance of our actions, but mostly was just to get experience going. Let's also get a medium boon as well. That pretty much is all our money of this for this turn. So with next turn we'll be able to grab the final Ashigar, well, not final, but the new one, and yeah, we'll be able to take Miyagi in the next turn. But we will be having wars with a lot of people, but luckily I think most of them will just try to take this city, at least the landlocked nations, so we won't have to trouble ourselves with that too much. And also they are also fighting the Takeda clan. Reminds me, I really should try to get.
I will listen
There we go.
attentively and then give you a fair
But they
response. Now
do want a
speak your
military
part.
alliance, but they do absolutely do not want to trade. Let's also get the marriage going, because that will help us in long-term relationships. See, maybe we can actually get some money out of them. Let's see how much money we can get out of this. Or maybe
Consider
nothing.
this our offer, and do so with all your undoubted wisdom.
Put in 100. No.
Well, I will listen to your words for a time. Do not.
We're
waste
going to
this
offer
chance
our
I give to you.
younger sister, I believe. Or is it even our daughter? Let me quickly check our family tree. Yeah, it's our daughter. As a way to make sure our
I will listen as politeness
alliance
dictates.
is stronger.
As to the response you receive,
Oh.
I have
Sorry, I clicked the wrong one.
welcome. I'm here to listen and to seek a word.
Not a
Our rival.
like is better. It might actually also be since
I'm ready
the moment
to
we
listen to
take
your
the
every
iron,
word.
we get
What I
iron
can do
in
for
our
you,
trade.
I will do for
Sorry, I didn't want to talk. But the moment we get iron into our trade pool, maybe that he wants to trade then. But for now, at least we have sort of secured our borders with this clan. We'll have to break our alliance later down the line, probably. But let's see how much we can basically go past them. Alright. That seems a pretty decent turn. I was hoping to be able to get in support, but it seems they really are not letting us do that. Ooh, peace treaty.
Enough brave men have died. It is time to discuss an end
There we
to
go.
the fighting.
I'd like some peace, especially if you can pay me for it. 1500, 1800, 1900. Let's go. No. Well, they're paying us for an extra harbor, which is nice. And since we already solidified our alliance with the Takeda clan, we don't really need them as enemies right now, especially since we're about to make some new ones. So it seems that they do have enough movement to attack as well, and they'll probably get boosted by our daimyo. So we're not completely at full strength yet, but I think we are strong enough to make this attack. Yeah, look, 2 full stacks, or nearly full stacks of Takeda army. Yeah, it's good that we got our lines going there. Let's see, successful. There we get a level up. So this is also pretty nice. It will actually increase our chance of well, not increase the chance of a successful mission, but increasing our chances of actually assassinating people if we want to assassinate them. But avoiding detection is probably better, since they can be pretty vulnerable later down the line, especially during Realm Divide. Then there will be 5 ninjas versus way too many Metsuke, so let's try to keep them hidden. He's actually quite old. That's a bit of a bummer. Let's go for spy. That's where you're mainly using him as a spy. We don't really need assassination. I've found that assassinating is very useful in. Let me rephrase it. Assassination is, in niche cases, it is very useful, but most of the time, not really. Not really seeing the added benefit yeah, of course it is. You don't have to face a general on the battlefield, but honestly, it's not generally that big of a deal. And I mean, like when they have 4 stars and you can assassinate them, that's a pretty nice, nice bonus. But it's then also costly. Anyway, we're going to declare our war. We will not call our allies to help because they might line, and then we will be without an extra ally. So we do not actually have that much ranged units to properly do a siege. It's normally what we want to do is just march up a unit towards, although it's a fortress, right? So it is double layered. That might actually help us a lot. Then again, it's pretty much in our favor. We're gonna take some hefty casualties, but I think we'll be fine. Yeah, like it's this is not even. It's only 12% of our army, and we got a lot of experience. A lot of experience all around. There you go. Right, and now we just simply have to repair this. Now, it would be tempting to actually create an Odachi dojo here because it's much closer to the front lines. However, the only province is this actually. USA. Alright, yeah, we have a peace treaty with them. Let's see if they want to trade. No, they do not want to trade, and we're not even at war with them. They declined. That's
I will listen.
interesting. So no, yeah, they still don't want to trade, even though we have iron right now. Yeah, but we're not exporting anything, so we're only making a little bit of money out of it. But it's time to destroy all this. We are going to keep the stables because we liked some extra cavalry in our army. We do have some money to upgrade the roads as well. Probably want to upgrade these roads first because we'll have to march quite a lot of troops down here. We could get started, but I'd rather wait until we get some actually it's fine, but I really want to recruit them in batches, and right now that's not really going to work. So I might just wait a few turns, and maybe if the opportunity arises, we'll be able to build the master armor first. But right now we probably also need to sink some cash into this town, also recruit some light cavalry. And then also build up our navy again. So we do have a medium, should be building a medium boon or boon pretty soon, yeah. Let's get a Bo Kobayashi to just hang out this place. Maybe the USAG will just abandon it and we can easily take it. That's the hope at least. So let's move on. So we are at war now with just Hatakeyama, although they are very spread all the way.
Maneuverability and strength. This ship has many uses. However, its versatility makes it less effective than more specialized ships.
Right. That is very useful. More wealth. Temporarily. So finally, we're building a market and also a sake den as well. We're going to try to make this province our first money maker. And then we're obviously also going to do the same with Sadori. Another great plan has been destroyed. It's the Uesugi. Yeah, that was to be expected. The Takeda Forces of Doom. So we will be needing a navy to actually try to expand around them. Or in the okay, but that's fine. It's in allied territory. Let's get our spies down here. And see if we can find some nice things. Well, first of all, of course, now the Uesugi is gone, their navy will also probably be gone, and this spot will be again. But really, we like to get some trade going on. But I do not know why I do not want to trade. Because they're very friendly.
My good friend, tell me what concerns you, and together we will resolve your problems.
That lady do not want any space to help them in the war. But I don't think, yeah, they don't have any allies, so we don't really need to use the Takeda to their war on. Of course, we have to look at the public order here. So in about, well, in 2 turns, basically, we can leave this province, and it will have fine public order. You see, very nice chunk of income. Although our income didn't go up by that much because we are, so our administration costs are increasing, of course. And we are increasing our force as well. So I probably want another those and 2 cavalry units. That would make a very balanced army. Maybe a little bit light on the archer front, but like I said, we are the Tata clan, so we have a nice +2 charge bonus on everyone. I cannot remember why it's 5 instead of 1 right now. Because it's not tied to the experience, it's because of the clan. No, their morale should be high, but that's it. Right, if you can get these guys leveled up, their morale, they will probably be nigh unbreakable. Which is what we want from people holding down the line. Alright. I hope I'm not rambling too much. Probably am. But that's also kind of who I am. I hope you guys can deal with it.
For riding down fleeing enemies or driving off missile troops. This fast light cavalry are vulnerable against well-trained infantry.
Right, yeah, of course. But the cavalry isn't to actually fight people, it's more to run them down. Because just with the 2 generals, it's not really that feasible. And also, we eventually want to give our brother his own army. And this brother as well, so we probably want to get these two. Get this brother and that brother together in a single army so they can also both run down enemies. This is one thing to win the battle, but because in the way the battles work in this game, you can actually win battles without even killing that much enemies. So it's very useful to be able to run down all those running enemies. Right. Let's see if it's free. Because yeah, I suspect it is. I mean, I can actually start recruiting trade ships, which is awesome. Let's go up a few. keep it there. So that's the Takeda Navy. So we probably want this army to eventually start marching up to the shoreline to be able to jump to the Sado province, and then from the Sado we will be able to jump to the Noto province, and we'll be able to expand on the northern front here towards Kyoto, because it will be pretty, well, it's not essential, but it will be pretty useful to basically establish a very good position in the central part of Japan. Mainly because then we will be able to take Kyoto much easier than if we arrive here much later after Round Divide happens. The big problem, of course, is that we will have to fight a two-front war, basically a three-front war, because we have to fight the entire western half of Japan and also our ally Takeda at the same time, which is should be squeezed between us, in between our empire. But we cross the bridge when we get to it. So not much interesting happening this episode, sadly.
Unarmed ships should be used solely for trade. If caught up in battle, its best plan of attack is flight.
Another general. We do have a bit of money. We already have 3 generals at this point. They're all very young. But it might be useful later down the line. And again, we will probably get more opportunities as well. We also have a... Sorry, wrong button. I think we also have a son. Yeah. He's 8, so he'll be available in, say, 10 years, which is like 40 turns, when we really start to needing those more armies. So our first trade ship has been built, and it's only 2 turns in this part, so that's fine. Now, I'll mention that we need roads here, but actually I think we need roads here even more. Just funnel them all into this area here. Yeah, it's kind of paying back for itself. Not completely though. And it also increases tank growth by a little bit, which is pretty useful. And the growth will be stagnant. It's fine. Yeah, and this will go down further. The Sakeden has been built. So yeah, we can see that our troops are no longer necessary here. So let's start our march to the shore. And I think if we have built upgraded roads here, we would have been able to make it in 2 turns. But it's not really... Time isn't really of the essence at this point. We might actually be able to get this army now. But I keep forgetting to use my agents. Not too big of a deal. It even keeps detecting our ninjas. Alright, this is actually a pretty interesting development. Because if they take this province, we might actually be able to first capture Echigo. Will give us a huge chunk of control in the northern part of Japan here. Sadly, we do not have a port here, so our navy will probably lose all. Our navy will lose all movement as soon as we embark our army onto it. Right, like I said, let's not forget to recruit a Metsuke.
Who can see the shadows has power in the light. Metsuke deal in bribery and corruption. keep order and watch for assassins and spies.
Perfect.
そのようなご無体なことを
Let's just
次なるご要望を
make sure
お待ち
I'm not good enough at the game that I know actually all these the layout of these provinces by heart. So it will be good to have a
ここに
indication
実はござ
of
いま
how
せん
everything looks. Alright, at this point it's time to just save up some money.
お命じを殿ご命令を
See,
殿のため
yeah, it increased by about 100 per ship,
ご命令を
which in there, and that's even without us having any trade routes whatsoever. So every ship is providing around 160, 170 kokus per turn, just parked there, because they also have a little bit of upkeep themselves. So we will want to keep producing them and get a full stack going here. And we'll probably, I'm not completely sure, but no, the Hatakeyama can send a fleet pretty much here without us seeing it. So we might actually want to. They upgraded this to a military portal. That saves a lot of money. Could recruit trade ships here as well, but that take quite a few extra turns. Let's just get 2 and have those be the last 2 to get there, but they'll probably not the last 2. You get the idea. Also do not want to spend too much money because we also want to start upgrading master armor as soon as possible. Oh, I just wanted to end the turn. So some war has been declared between Hoja and Oda. That will probably mean Oda is about to get wiped out. They are trading with Oda, though, so they might actually not be joining in the war. Did they just... they lose?
殿のしもべでござりまする
Ooh, it's very tempting to just sabotage our allies. But I think that will be very
参ります
unproductive for our relationship.
殿何か
Yeah, we'll probably encounter the
別の道を選ばれた
Hojo. We'll be fine because maybe they want to trade. They do not.
Speak and do
They
not
want an
mumble.
alliance? No,
Honesty and clarity march forwards together in negotiation.
that's fine. We are not expanding that fast, so most clans really do not care that much about us.
名誉と栄光のために
Army, please,
新しい航路に備えています
please embark. There we go.
海坊主がおりやもしれん
So it will seem some time before we're able to take Sato, but like I said, really not in a rush at this
殿
point.
ご命令を殿のためならば殿無理でございます
We also have 2 trade ships
光栄の痛みに
here.
存じます殿ご
It
命令
only
を
takes few turns,
冒険と栄光へ向けて
but that's
し
fine.
ばしの休息が必要でございます
This is pretty annoying.
お命じを
Right, next turn. Oh, I completely forgot to put some Matsuke into Miyagi. Completely forgot about that. Alright. So we could... My lord, the monks speak of dark skies closing in above our lands and believe this to be an omen sent by Fujin. They fear a coming storm and beseech you to honor the wind god. So you can either arrange a clan-wide Fujin Sai at once, or we just ignore it which is probably the better option because we have no problem with any religion whatsoever, and it's very expensive. Alright, now you're in. Decent age. Let's upgrade our farms. And let's keep pumping in those trade ships. Eventually they're probably not even worth putting in. Since we do not have any trade partners that we can ship our goods to.
I will listen, but my heart tells me that...
Just going to check it every time if they want to trade or not. Nope.
Wow.
Well, it might actually be... You could try and get a ship over here to acquire war horses. Because I think that will actually, we will have a much better chance of, well, getting a trade alliance. We have war horses and other people do not, although, okay, they already have them as well. So we'll probably hold off on recruiting our Nodachi samurai for quite some time. We need to start investing in this province. Quite a bit. Oh, they got blocked again. It's a shame, but it happens. Let's see, does it even increase? Yeah, it still increases by 50. Anyway. Oh, they left their capital undefended. Perfect. Do they have any... Oh, they do have a province down there. Wait. Oh, they actually have Etchu, I guess. But I have no idea where their army is. So that's Iku Iki. That's our other enemy, which... No, not a lot of force. Do you want to trade? Nope. That's fine. Let's declare war. Sadly, they haven't invested in their pit mine whatsoever, but we'll have to deal with it. They are to Hatakeyama, which we're already at war with, so it doesn't really matter. So hopefully they do not have any large super fleet within their entire force and it's still around, ready to strike at us, but luckily they will probably have the same problem as us, having to do a naval landing, which some time. And then we can also upgrade our rice exchange, so we can start making quite some money, quite a nice amount of money. So this is also, I guess, the part of the Total War game, the building up, slow building up, and a little bit of turtling. Because it's very, very dangerous to overextend too quickly. And that's not really a concern. It is a lot of money. But we can sabotage the port. We will be able to. Yeah, that's what I expected. We might have been able to prevent them from recruiting more ships. We will auto-resolve this. I'm going to play this battle, but it's going to be quite boring, so I'll edit it out. I'll just march up the bowmen, and then shoot the retainers. But I just don't want to damage the camp. All right, like I said, easy battle. Just didn't want to damage the castle. And let's just peacefully occupy them. And now we can see we have the Sado province. Sadly, they don't upgrade their mine whatsoever, so we still have to do that, but it will give a huge increase in their wealth from this province. We can, of course, demolish the archery dojo, and we're gonna replace that with a market. Thing to watch out for, though, is the fact that we have. It will be a little bit of problem with the public order at the start, but that should soon solve itself. The other problem might be that there is a navy there is going around, so we will cautiously start looking for it. But so far I'm getting the impression that they actually lost their force somehow. Also military port, very nice. Alright, let's build a single extra boat. Let's build an extra medium bune. That will be our transport ship. Could recruit some units. That might actually help with the public order, and I think it's justified to have a province which produces that much to have a little bit of kerosene force in it. Especially since it's pretty difficult to defend. However, I think this is a very nice cut-off point for this episode. Like I said, not that exciting episode today, since we pretty much all had to resolve or easily took over cities, which were basically handed to us on a silver platter. But well, it's on legendary difficulty, so I am really glad to be able to take those free meals. Let's not forget. Oh, wait, still away. Anyway, let's not forget our agents. Let's do that, and then we'll call it a day, or a night, or a morning, or whatever time you're watching this. And he failed his mission, and he's just in this. Alright. Well, that's it for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.